inside. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky.
Hypocrisy Jones. It's so good to be home. Yeah,
It's right. It's right.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's right. It's right.
yeah. Friday night high.
It's right. It's right. Friday night high.
It's Friday, yeah.
Friday night high.
Yeah, it's Friday, yeah.
Friday night high.
It's Friday,
Hypocrisy Jones.
yeah, it's Friday,
It's a Friday night high.
it's Friday, yeah.
Friday night high.
Yeah, it's Friday,
It's a Friday night high.
Hypocrisy Jones.
Yo, what is up? What is up out there? Yo, it's Friday. My name's Hypocrisy Jones. So you know what we about to do, right? We're about to get hype. We're about to get real fucking hype right now. Hopefully y'all are tuning in. Hopefully y'all have jumped on this bandwagon like my homie House has done told y'all time after time after time after time after time, right? And you're joining us. Look, I'm already hype. I stay hype, right? That's why my name is Hypocrisy. I know that don't make sense, but it makes more sense than you really think. Yo, but yeah, it'd be kind of boring if I did this by myself, right? I don't like to do things by myself. I like lots of people. I want to party. Yo, and I couldn't do this without my homie, the voice, Joshua Joseph. So what up, bro?
What is up, Hypocrisy? How are you doing on this Friday night hype?
Well,
how is it going?
You know, I am hype, but with being hype, I gotta let everybody know if you came here because we told you we were gonna have a special guest, and we didn't lie to you. But things happen, life happens, and we weren't able to bring in Congo Kong tonight. But we will have him, I promise. We have an interview coming up with him, an exclusive interview. So stay tuned for that. But stay with us, and stay hype with us because, we got a lot to cover because we have, check this out. We have an NXT pay-per-view. We have an AEW pay-per-view. We have an WWE pay-per-view. And all of those to cover, and we're gonna try to get some predictions. We're gonna do our little thing with that, and on top of that, we have crazy ass news just from wrestling because
That's true.
Yeah, it never stops. It really never stops, bro. There's always something, and just wait for the crazy ass news I got for you today, right? Yeah, it's gonna blow your mind, bro. It's gonna blow your mind.
Stoked.
Yeah. So again, we apologize about not having Congo Kong here tonight. We definitely planned on having him. I'll even show you. We made the graphic. We hyped it all up because that's what we do. We hype things. But we had to reschedule. He had a booking conflict. He is down at the illustrious and almost historic WCWO this evening. Representing and probably wrestling his ass off tonight. So we wish him the best of luck, and we can't wait to meet up with him and to link with him and to get fucking hype, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait. Whenever we get the chance to speak to Congo, it's going to be awesome. But real quick, we got some SmackDown action going. The United States Championship is being defended right now.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up.
You have Sheamus and Austin Theory going at it.
Well, okay, that's what's up. So speaking of SmackDown, let's go ahead and give the give the card for tonight. Everybody a chance to let everybody know what's going on tonight. According to WWE.com or maybe a British website, I'm not sure sometimes. The opening contest is Austin Theory and Sheamus, like you said. Then afterwards, we're gonna see Raquel Rodriguez link up for the first time with Shotzi. Or not for the first time, but link up with Shotzi. As they go against Bailey and Io Sky of Damage Control. Cameron Grimes is going to be in action against Ashanti the Adonis of Hit Row. That one's going to be kind of nice. Let's see. We're going to hear from Bianca Belair. LA Knight's going to be in action against Rick Boogs. If you know, you know. Let's see. And we are... AJ Styles is also going to be in action against Karrion Kross, and
That could
we're
be a
gonna
good one.
see some interaction between the Bloodline and the Universal Tag Team Champions, or Undisputed Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, on the KO show. So it's going to be an interesting SmackDown. I'm not really one to give you guys spoilers. Like, I know Raw was pre-recorded tonight, so I know what's going on, but we're not going to give you the spoilers out there. You know, go out there and watch it, or look it up on the internet, because that's what I did. Yeah. So, but it's going to be a great SmackDown, and it's leading up to what seemingly is going to be a huge premium live event in Saudi Arabia,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, I mean the Night of Champions is being built to be something to watch. So if you're a fan out there, I mean they're giving you some action, some content that it might change the landscape of WWE.
Well, it's a weird thing, because we haven't had a Night of Champions in about 8 years, right? This is the first time we've had this pay-per-view. They brought it back. Originally this was supposed to be what is it? It wasn't Crown Jewel this time around. It was named something else, and I can't remember anymore. But Night of Champions is a pay-per-view that's kind of came and went throughout WWE. It's kind of weird. So and it is historically, it's kind of replaced Clash of Champions, or the Clash of Champions, where whichever vernacular you prefer. But usually we see every title on the line, a defense of everything, and we're gonna see that in this pay-per-view, with the exception of maybe one or two titles, depending on how you look at them. But it's a stacked show, yo.
Yeah, it really is. I was just flipping through it.
Yeah.
Man,
So
I guess I didn't realize that Reigns and Solo were gonna actually do the match against Owens and Zayn.
yeah, so they are in a tag team match for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. And we'll do I want to do predictions with you a little bit later.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we'll do that towards another point of the show, right? But I got a little bit of like random ass wrestling news, man, and like it just made me say what, or like I'm going to sound like a hypocrite, right? Which is kind of funny, because
Wait, not you.
right, but I heard some rumblings that like
Yeah.
there's a match proposed for WrestleMania of next year, and like it's probably not the match that you're thinking. It is. Although one of the participants, generally wears red, white, and blue, and is very American driven. It's not that guy. It's not the American Nightmare, but it is the whole American hero of some, right? Not me. If you know me,
No.
you know me. I don't like that guy. But all I'm saying is Sheik was right. But listen, it's been proposed that Hulk Hogan be in a match, WrestleMania, against Shane McMahon. Doesn't this sound like the weirdest thing? The weirdest thing.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I kind of
Why?
want to see it though.
But
And I told you I'm going to sound like a hypocrite in this, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to see this, right? Because I don't know, man. I love toxicity, I love chaos, and I love train wrecks. And if I can watch both of these guys potentially probably blow out all four of their quads at the same time, that would be amazing.
Hey, you know what? That now you got me into it. Now I'm invested, because you're telling me it's like a NASCAR crash. I don't want to watch the whole race. I just want to see the crash.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
just want to. You guys know how I feel about Hulk Hogan and all his.
Said his name.
Yeah, I know, man. We should. I we should almost consider him like almost like Voldemort, but I think Vince McMahon is almost taking that namesake, right? Like
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah,
we just don't talk about him and he won't show up sort of shit. So
that's true.
I don't know if that works though.
Dude, this legit threw me
Damn
for
it.
a loop.
He's here. He's here.
Vince, come on. What? Why?
Uh,
What?
Vince,
What?
Vince, we got our notes. They're all good. We don't have to edit them or anything.
No.
Just go, bro.
And
Go.
it's courtroom Vince.
I know, man. It's just it's court appointed, Vince. Right? Come on, bro. All right. He's gone. I got it. Like he left. It's okay. All right. We don't have it. No note changes for this show. No last minute changes. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, last week was horrible with his little note changes.
I know, man. They're out. They always come the last minute. They don't make any sense.
Absolutely
oh God,
not.
he's back. He's back. He's back.
Well, it's like you said, we keep talking about him. He's gonna keep coming back.
Yeah. All right. Look, he's gone. All right. Anyways. So you down to watch Trainwreck?
I am now. I mean, now that you've convinced me, and now that I'm remembering that both of these personalities are some of the most toxic personalities to come out. And
I don't know if Shane McMahon's toxic. He's just misunderstood. I low key pop every time I see Shane McMahon because I know something stupid is about to happen.
I do too, but he makes me angry because he could have had the keys to the kingdom.
Absolutely.
We all loved what Shane did for us in the ring, in the entertainment, on promos, the Mean Street Posse. Who doesn't love them? But
I'm a fan.
At the end of the day, you had the keys and you pissed it away. For what?
You're not wrong.
They could be running, him and Triple H could be running this, and it could be highly entertaining.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't know what happened to make them fall out like that.
Yeah.
But and not my circus.
Theory has given Sheamus a run for his money.
Well, I mean, look, Theory gets absolutely slept on, in my opinion. I think he's such a good worker, and like I think people want to just hate him because he has an absolute punchable face, right?
I could see that.
Yeah.
I think he's even alluded to that.
Yeah. I mean, like those of us in life that are aware that we have a punchable face, we're pretty aware we have a punchable face, right? So
I know I am.
Yeah.
I'm very aware of it.
Yeah.
I have a guy at work who tells me every day he wants to punch me in the face for fun, but that's
I mean, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Sometimes I'd like to punch you in the face. It doesn't even have anything to do with the way you look like.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh,
That's just went aggressive.
Oh, anyways. So how about you, Voice? What do you have for the people this weekend? It's a pretty big weekend, right? It's a Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
A whole lot of extra days off, right? So maybe a couple races in there, as well as these premium live events. But there's all sorts of entertainment out there, right?
There's definitely is. I know that I've been diving back into a show I enjoy that's making its 16th season premiere on June the 7th, and that is Always Sunny in Philadelphia, my friend.
Okay. You're a big old Danny DeVito mark, huh?
Oh, I most definitely am.
I like it. I dig it.
And honestly, I listened to the podcast where the three main characters they rewatch every episode and then tell stories. So I found the one that has Danny DeVito as a guest, and I listened to it. Interesting fact about Danny DeVito: started out as a hairstylist.
Yo, you want to hear the weirdest thing in the world? I've never actually watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but I have watched this podcast, this exact one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like it was the weirdest thing because like he did tell about how he was a hairstylist before he was an actor, kind of his grind on the like play scene and stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
I listened to it because man, there were so many good stories in it, and just
Oh
kind of
yeah.
about his grind. And then even weirder than that, I hope I'm not stealing your thunder here, but
No, you're not at
uh
all.
like he revealed that he used to be a beautician for the deceased. And
Yes,
so that was a very interesting episode, yo. But
and
Danny
it.
Danny
Oh, go
DeVito,
ahead.
absolute like I think I could listen to more and more and more and more
Me
stories
too.
from him, yo.
Me too. And it's just amazing that you find out, and the fact that he even did any of them for any uh, passed away people, did their hairstyle. It was because that family specifically asked for him to do it
Yeah.
because he was their, they were his client. And but yeah, he was like, it was so funny when he was like, "You ever touched dead skin before?"
I I I don't know. Me personally, I found that story super interesting. Now, I don't do hair, but I have somebody very close to me that does hair. She's actually somewhat of a wizard in the industry.
She
No,
is.
not so much a wizard, but more so call her a chemist. But I had to ask her about stuff like that, and like uh she explained to me about doing hair for the deceased and having to do that stuff and that, like,
That's crazy.
just something you never actually thought about. I didn't even think we were going to talk about this on a wrestling podcast, to be honest, but
No,
we talk about a little bit of everything on Friday
exactly.
night Hype Hero.
And honestly, it's so crazy that the one thing I wanted to talk to you about with Danny DeVito, I didn't think you'd seen.
I,
And then to come to find out you actually watched it
I am
and
a
you talked about the exact spot I wanted to talk about.
yeah, I am a connoisseur of all sorts of things, so
Dude,
it's
that's awesome.
yeah.
That's really awesome. And I mean, uh to continue on, if people have things coming out, we got some movies hitting June, the movie theaters, and streaming services. It looks like we've talked about it before, but the big one will be The Flash. I mean, obviously, that's going to be the big one for June, start of the summer. We also have, if you're a fan of Up, it looks like they have done Carl's Date. So the old man and Up and the dog seem to have their own movie. And
Nice.
here's one that we talked about, uh, Elemental.
Okay,
Did I
yeah.
say that right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe so.
Okay.
So I saw I actually saw the previews for that one. I went and saw the Mario movie with my family, which was
Oh,
pretty hilarious and pretty good time.
you
Um,
enjoyed it.
yeah. I get 9 out of 10. Definitely recommend. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But I saw the previews for Elemental, and it it was kind of interesting. You had someone from not to blow the spoiler, but you had literal elements, whether it's fire or wind or
right.
water, and kind of like the main two characters are fire and water, and they're not supposed to interact, but they're going to interact. So it reminded me of a Romeo and Juliet esque cartoon movie. So I don't know. Maybe that's too deep for a Disney movie, but
Hey, I mean, Disney's, I mean, they're still one of the kings of making movies. I mean,
they're
they
def-
are.
they're they're definitely kings of something. But I don't think I'm allowed to talk about who runs Hollywood on this podcast. So
No. Yeah, that gets us a little too close to the fire.
I-
So Indiana Jones is also making another debut on the big screen, and it is Indiana Jones: The Dial of Destiny.
sweet, sweet. Hey, I I what like so Temple of Doom is like one of my favorite Indiana Jones movies. I think as a kid I watched it so many times on repeat.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a very long time, but I feel like I could almost recite it still.
Mm.
Like um but Indiana Jones movies that are always like peaked and valleyed for me. Like I'm either super interested in it or not so much. So like
Same.
I don't know. I will probably definitely watch this one or at least check it out. but we'll have to
Yeah,
see.
I agree with you. I'll probably check it out, but I mean, it's really hit or miss with those as of late.
Yeah,
I mean, older ones I can definitely jam out to. Also, like what you were saying, uh, my wife can do the Home Alone movies.
yeah,
She knows those by heart. It's just the movies like that. They're just they're so good. They're
yeah.
so good. They hold up. But when you try to continue it, like I don't know, man, it doesn't seem like it holds up
I don't know.
after.
I think the greatest part about these movies is it makes you want to go back and watch the old ones.
That's true. That's true.
So
It's
even
almost
like,
subliminal.
yeah, it probably is. And like movie makers out there, they're smart people.
Very smart people.
Yeah. I'm sure that they know that it's not necessarily about the new movie that's coming out. Maybe it's about the streams that they're gonna get from the old movie, sort of thing. So
Yeah,
yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
I could see that.
That's how the industry works nowadays. Some
Oh
pretty
yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah,
Yo, you
that's.
you almost did my job here for me, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
What did I do?
Well, not my job here, but my job on my other show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yo, like
Oh,
we kicked out so many plugs here for good things, man. Are you trying to take my job over there?
no, no, sir. No, no. I'm just trying to, hang out with Scrap Lotto a little bit.
Scrap is a
I,
homie, yo. And
you
if you
know,
guys are out there don't know about the weekly plug, check us out. We are on Facebook. We are on Facebook and we are on the YouTube under the Kokomo Press network of podcasts. Yo, check us out. Me and my homie Scrap Lotto, we plug you on literally anything and everything that you can imagine, yo.
it's a fantastic show. Highly recommend it. Go out there, check it out. You're gonna enjoy all the content that uh, Scrap Lotto and Hypocrisy Jones give to you.
Yeah. Yo, so I mean, I plugged myself a little bit, but I that doesn't pay the bills, right? Like we we should take a minute, just a second, pay some bills. We're gonna throw on this little ad, and we will be right back.
Hey guys, it's your boy the director, Con House of In Your House, and I'm here to let you know about a small business that produces beard products and also supports small stage, independent professional wrestling stars. It's called Ring Master Beard Company. Try one of their several scents, beard oils, balms, or mustache wax, and keep your beard looking and feeling sweet. Purchase your favorite wrestlers or personalities' personalized scent, and they receive a portion of each sale. And with that being said, don't forget to pick up a bottle of The Director in Alacon House Special. Your boy, a blend of eucalyptus, mint, and tea tree oil. Have your beard feeling fresh, have your beard feeling smooth, just like your boy, The Director. Follow Ringmaster Beard Company on Twitter and Instagram at Ringmaster Beard, or on their Facebook page, and that is Ringmaster Beard Company. Check it out. Get your beard cream, hit your beard with that. Because sometimes being a master in the ring means mastering your beard.
Yo, and we're back. Hopefully you guys didn't mind that ad from Ringmaster Beard Company and the soulful sounds of my homie Hollywood House there. But we gotta pay some bills. We gotta earn on this little hype train, right? So we can keep it moving.
That's true. That's true. And
Yeah,
who doesn't want to hear about cool beard stuff?
yeah, man. Yo, we all have beards like real men do, right?
Yes.
I don't know. That might be a whole nother argument we don't want to get into.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, you're just bringing up all of it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's not what it's not. But what I do really want to get into today is we have all these pay-per-views,
Yeah.
And like I kind of want to get into some predictions. So even if
Awesome.
you're like, I know there may be some matches that we're not familiar with in some cases. I don't know how familiar you are with NXT, or how closely you follow or anything like that. But um yeah, I thought this would be interesting since we had three major PLEs this weekend. We'll give our predictions and reviews of them, and then we'll see if we're right next week, right?
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
I mean, I'm always ready to make predictions, even if I don't know anything about it.
All right, cool. I like your attitude, yo. I like your attitude. All right, so we are gonna start off with the one of the last pay-per-views of the weekend,
Okay.
in NXT Battleground. NXT Battleground comes on Sunday at, I believe, 8 p.m. on the Cock. You guys know the Peacock. And looks like we're going to see an NXT Championship or match, and then the finals of a women's NXT championship tournament, as well as a North American Championship defense, and an action in the NXT Heritage Cup, and a NXT Tag Team title championship match. So we're gonna start off with the only non-title match of the card, right? And that's Dominic Dijak versus Ilya Dragunov.
Mm. Wow. Why is this the only non-title?
Because they're not champions, duh.
Well, I understand that, but
Oh, well, I'm
but
sorry. Dumb questions, man. I'm not that your question was dumb, because there are no dumb questions, but I don't think that was a smart one.
it was a dumb one. Okay, I'm gonna go Dragonov on this one.
I like that. I like that.
I honestly think I've seen them wrestle. I've seen them perform in the ring. So the other guy, I don't think I've seen.
So, Dijak, if you're not familiar with him, he did a lot of action in kind of NXT Prime.
Okay.
He faced off against Keith Lee a lot. They had a whole lot of great encounters. Then he was drafted to the main roster. He was a part of Retribution for a while, known as T-Bar. Thank God we're
okay.
past that time. Now he's back on it in NXT. He's kind of like RoboCop, but back
Okay.
under his old name. So, but I think I think you're right in this aspect. I really like Dragunov. He's a fighter. I honestly I can't wait for Dragunov to get drafted to the main roster, because I want to see more battles between him and Gunther, because their matches are just A1 phenomenal. I just want to see more and more and more of it.
Yeah, and that's who I'd seen his match with. And
Yeah, those are the
I was
matches
like,
to watch.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, holy cow.
Uh,
I mean, when do you have a prediction of when he's going to Maine?
I'd imagine
Or
that he won't go until next year's round,
okay.
right? Like that would make the most sense. Um,
I mean, outside an injury to where they have to put
yeah,
somebody,
yeah. So
Okay.
I would look after probably WrestleMania 40 would be his
Oh,
timetable, and probably around the same time that Braun and Carmelo debut,
yeah.
respectively. So
I will say I was happy that Carmelo didn't get pushed to this round, because I think there's still just tiny little things that could be perfected before he's just thrown into the main stage. You know what I mean?
right. I think he
Because I
holds.
like him. I really like him.
Yeah, I think he holds up the NXT brand pretty well.
He
And
does.
I want to see him do that for a little bit longer. I
Okay.
think Braun is as ready as he's going to be.
Yeah.
Kind of, but I like that they're giving him this heel character right now, right? And they're like, hey, yeah, we need to see this other side of you before you really go, because that's better than going and kind of falling on your face. And
Exactly.
that's kind of what I worried about with him in general. All right, we're gonna move along to the NXT Tag Team Championship match. We have Gallus versus the Creed Brothers. The Creed Brothers are your reigning defending NXT Tag Team champions. And I think, man, I think it's time for a change. Some Gallus boys are probably gonna take that right now.
You think they'll take it at this pay-per-view?
I I think it's probably time. I think at least Gallus in NXT's eyes is probably the move.
I thought NXT was pretty big on the Creed brothers.
I think they are. But man,
Yeah.
Gallus, I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't. So I follow NXT like bits and pieces. Like I don't follow like religiously or anything like that. So my
Yeah.
prediction may be wrong as hell, but I'm still gonna make them.
Well, I've seen the Creed brothers wrestle. So my opinion's really not worth anything, but I'm gonna say if you think if you're going that way that you think they're changing it up because it's time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with you on this one
Okay.
because I've seen less NXT than you.
Okay.
So you know,
Watch us both be wrong. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
okay. We'll be wrong together.
Yeah. Then in the Heritage Cup challenge, basically, Heritage Cup champion Noam Dar versus Dragon Lee. And so I don't know about this one. I know Noam Dar has been the Heritage Cup winner for a while. But apparently he has not defended it in a very long time. I didn't even know it was a defendable thing. It's a cup, not a belt.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't care. It's wrestling.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
But maybe Dar retains it this go around, and then maybe we put an annex to the Heritage Cup, and unless it's something that they're going to big up more. So, but either way, I think Dar wins it.
Yeah. I mean, when the Heritage Cup, when was that even gifted?
It's something that migrated over from NXT UK.
That's what I was gonna
yeah.
ask. Is that okay?
Yeah, and then when NXT UK kind of dissolved, their champions were merged with NXT, right? All except for the Heritage Cup, which was kind of its own standalone thing.
So now they're doing something with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna go Dragon Lee.
Might
Why
be a
not?
smart choice. I like that.
Might be.
I like that.
I agree with you. The cup idea. I mean, it's kind of different, cool idea, but you defend it? How?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have a triple threat match for the North American Championship with Wesley, Joe Gacy, Tyler Bate.
Yeah. I honestly, I think Tyler Bate takes this one.
Yeah. It might be the move. I think this might be the an actual heel-ish turn for Tyler Bate. But I don't know. I think Joe Gacy has has a chance in this one. Because I think that somebody that NXT is trying to really elevate in a sense, at least in a heelish character. So I could see him taking it. But I think it's probably changing from Wesley, although he's had a really good reign so far. I think I think this is probably one of the title changes of the night.
I could see it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man, because I think there's only going to be like one or two title changes. I don't think multiple titles are going to change.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, I mean that's kind of WWE booking. Either it's one, right?
Yeah,
or none.
That's true. That's true. I tried to come and sound like I'm doing something smart.
You're fine, man. You're fine.
That was horrible.
Oh, why would you do stuff like that? See, oh God, man. I tried to give you a chance. I tried to bring you on, bro. I tried to help you out, like give you an extending hand, and then you just do stuff like this. I don't understand. I don't understand, man. Like, look, I don't like. Hollywood might make me fire you. I just want to throw that out there.
Could you blame them?
Sometimes no.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my shit together here.
I hope you
shortly, don't you worry.
I hope you do get your shit together, man. I really hope you do. So, but let's round this out. We got two world championship matches in NXT. We have men's and women's match where we have Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes, and in the women's we have Tiffany Stratton versus Lyra Valkyrie.
Yeah. I Now let me get this straight. So this is a tournament, right?
Yeah.
And this is the finals of it. So
Yeah.
the women's is vacant.
Yeah, so Indy Hartwell was their champion. She was drafted to Raw, but she was also injured, so she had to vacate the title.
That's what happened. Okay. Okay. I missed that part of it. I'm gonna go Valkyrie.
Okay.
I think that's the push that they're going towards.
Okay. I think they're pushing Tiffany Stratton to the moon right now.
Think so?
Yeah, I think she's the one. And honestly, I think she's the one that deserves this title. Like, I love to hate her right now because she
Okay.
is. I don't know if you're familiar with her character, but it's
I'm
just
not.
like everything is given to her. She doesn't have to try for anything. So it like she is, and she plays this off perfectly. So like I like Tiffany Stratton. I heard her in an interview on Busted Open, and like the way she stays in character the entire time. But you're like, bro, no, you're not this dumb, right? Like I love it. Like it's
I'm gonna have to check that out.
yeah. It's definitely a good one. Who you got for the NXT Championship? Is Carmelo retaining, or is Braun taking his baby back?
I honestly think they're gonna leave it on Carmelo.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I really think they are. I don't think they're done with this story with Braun and Carmelo. So I think they're just going to add the cherry on top, and then I would say that whatever their next big meltdown with each other is, and if it's the next NXT or if they do a special match, you know how they do it. I think that's when Braun would take it, but as of right now, Carmelo's just running high.
I think this is Braun's last run. I think after this match, like I think we'll be seeing a switch for him.
You think they're just going to switch him up?
Yeah. I think that like he'll lose. He'll kind of go away for a little bit, and then he'll like then they'll debut him main roster. There's not really a whole lot left for him to do. Like what do you do with a guy like Braun Breaker? Like because at this point he's not going to elevate any of your talent in NXT, but a guy like Carmelo will. And that's nothing against Braun Breaker. That's just like he needs to be in a position where people can help elevate him and make him look better. And like as opposed to the other way around right now, right? And maybe I'm wrong in my way of thinking, but like I think
that makes sense.
Yeah. So I think he's done almost everything that he could do, right? So
well, and like we talked about last week with CM Punk, you know, you get to the point in your career, you've done everything. You know, it's time to go on to the next chapter.
Yeah.
I get it. I get what you're saying. Yeah. So I mean, it seems interesting, but we're both agreeing Carmelo.
Yeah.
Retains. Yeah.
All right, then we got a jam-packed double or nothing, right? So we're actually gonna lightning round this because there's so many matches. Gotcha. First off, we got Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy versus Ethan Page and the Guns. If Hardy Party wins, then Matt controls Ethan Page's contract.
I think they're going to go that route because that's the more interesting story. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, come on, that doesn't entertain you and want you to tune in.
Right. Yo, what's up, LED Kiki in the chat? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you much. Thanks for the follow as well. Definitely appreciate that.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah. I think this is a throwaway match. I honestly, I hope they're done with these storylines and these holding other people's contracts sort
Not
of
a
thing.
fan.
I'm not a fan of other people claiming ownership of other people. I don't know. It's just a
I
weird
didn't
look for
think
me.
about it that way.
It's always a
I
weird
gotcha.
look for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally understand.
Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm hoping that the Guns and Ethan Page win on this one.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with that then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I I enjoy. Yeah. I'm gonna switch what I said. Take that out, and then just I'm going with Jones on this one.
You don't have to agree with it with everything, man. I
No,
won't
not
fire
everything.
you today, I promise.
Just this one.
Okay.
Everything else, I'll go
Everything
the
else. Everything else we're just going to be all right. All right, cool. I got you. Yo, I like the look of Hit Row right now. They're coming out with the goalie mask, yo. They definitely about to rob folk. I like it.
They're about to pop on.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
Holy God.
I hope they do more with them. I just hope they do more with them. All right, so we got a couple chaos matches for AEW. We have Chris Jericho and Adam Cole in an unsanctioned match, and then we have the Anarchy in the Arena match with the Elites versus the Blackpool Combat Club.
Mm.
So who do you got coming out of these?
Okay, Anarchy in the Arena, going Blackpool.
Okay.
I like Young Bucks and all them, but I really like Blackpool. I like what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I gotta go Adam Cole.
Baby.
Gotta go Adam Cole.
I like it.
I like when Jericho's losing because his character and his just his delivery is so much better when he's a jerk.
Okay, I dig that. So Anarchy in the Arena. I think I also have Blackpool Combat Club coming out of
Yes.
that. I think I think there's more twists and turns. Maybe a Takashita turn. Maybe some more with that piece of shit Don fucking Don Callis. Yeah.
Damn you, Don.
Yeah. I think there's more turns in this, and I think it's gonna lead to probably something else, or at least the Elites going in a different direction of sorts towards the end of that. So like I don't know. But I definitely I think you're right. This looks like a Blackpool Combat Club win for a number of reasons actually.
And we got Slappy Chan 91 in the comments. They are hashtag Team Hardy Party.
Okay, yo, what's up, Flappy Chan?
Okay.
That's my homie, yo. I work with him at the Shoot Job or the Puzzle Factory. If you guys know, you know. If you don't know, yeah, yeah. So, hell yeah, man. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you a whole lot, yo. And then for the unsanctioned match, I actually have Chris Jericho coming out of this. It's an unsanctioned,
Really?
yeah. So it's an unsanctioned match. And I think because the record in a unsanctioned match, because the records don't matter, a win out of either one of these men doesn't mean anything, and a loss doesn't really mean anything either, right? So, but I don't think they're actually done with this feud. I think it's a little weird to go ahead and have the unsanctioned match when we haven't had a true one-on-one between Adam Cole and Chris Jericho. So I think we do this unsanctioned match now. Chris Jericho wins by some other nefarious means, and then we get a chance to get a real definitive match where there's an actual true winner that means something, right? Instead of an unsanctioned match that, you know, it almost like it's not even happening.
I got you. But I will say one thing. Adam Cole has bought the backup of one homicidal, genocidal, suicidal Sabu. And you got to watch out when Sabu's anywhere in an arena.
Yo, that
he shows up.
I'm sure he will be there, and also that was the weirdest debut I think
What?
because who was expecting that? Like you
No.
could probably name a million other wrestlers before you name Sabu, right? That's crazy.
And I will say real quick before we move on from that specific topic, Sabu looks like he's walking very well. He looks like his body is healing. I won't say it's ever healed, but
I'm just
I'm impressed.
I'm just like not expecting Sabu to like do no flips or dives or nothing crazy, you know, like I just don't want him to hurt himself.
He better. That's what we.
I know that's what everybody says, but like dude's like 87,000 years
This is
old,
true.
man.
This is
That's
true.
like
Stay safe, Sabu.
yeah, man. You want your
Throw a chair. That's
you want your
it.
grandpa stage diving on some shit?
Mm-mm.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so. That's right. All right. Then we also have Orange Cassidy in a 21-man blackjack battle royal. I don't know about you. I think this match is kind of like made for Orange Cassidy to win. It's the only like assurance like match this week that I'm like really sure on that like there's no sense in making this match for him to lose the way you've built him so far. I think a challenger comes out that is going to beat him after this in some capacity, maybe even after the battle royal. But this is a hard match to call, so I'm just calling Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just don't understand the match. Are they all going to be in at once? Or is it going to be
So
one after another or sets?
I would
of
assume
guys,
normal battle royal rules for AEW. They usually do 4 waves of 5, I believe, something like that.
okay.
That's how the math works, and then one final reveal, which is the Joker, which in this case should be Orange Cassidy. You would assume, maybe if that's the way this battle royal goes. I don't know if he's the last entrant or if everyone's starting at once. But I definitely know this will be interesting, and somehow Orange Cassidy will be able to squeak this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Orange Cassidy. If he's in the ring, I'll probably wear my Orange Cassidy socks tomorrow.
Yeah, I dig it.
You
I
know.
dig it. All right. So then we have a TBS championship match with Jade Cargill, the champion, facing off against Taya Valkyrie. Who you got?
Jade.
Yeah, it's Jade.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's Jade.
Yeah. There's no reason for her to lose, especially not in this match. There was a little bit of build, like barely any build, other than Taya not being able to use her finisher in the last match. But that stipulation is off the board now. But there's no like, don't make Jade lose now. Like, this don't mean nothing. Like, I'm trying to convince people to not jump off the Jade wagon, but like all my friends are, and like I don't think it's her fault. I truly don't think it's her fault. I have some theories. I'm not gonna spread them now.
Yeah, we'll save those for
Yeah, but I have some theories, and I don't know. Just think certain people
Just
don't get
jump off of,
booked too well.
Yeah, don't jump off the train yet, people.
Yeah.
Stick with us for a little bit longer with her. I think
Yeah.
there's some things coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Then we have Wardlow facing off against Christian Cage for the TNT Championship.
I want Wardlow to crush Christian Cage.
I want Christian Cage to win this
up.
match just for no reason, just so he can walk around and say he's the champion, and so that they can keep hot potatoing this title, because it means nothing. They show it means nothing, and like
that's true.
Yeah, let's continue this train, and also until they put it on Hobbs, it doesn't matter. Or back on Hobbs.
Okay, I like it, man.
That's how I feel.
Okay. I like the chaos you created with just Christian Cage winning this nonsensical title.
Wow. I like the alliteration you just had there.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Very nice.
I got words.
That's why you're called the voice. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Then we also have, we have a AEW World Tag Team Championship match, FTR versus the team of Jay Lethal, and probably, man, the people's champ, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I mean, in these day and age,
Yeah.
Double J, Jeff Jarrett is winning.
Yo,
He is winning.
he really is. And then we have Mark Briscoe as special guest referee. So, I don't know how this goes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that once you put in the Mark Briscoe as the special guest referee. With just that being said, I honestly think that there might be Jay Lethal and Double J getting these belts. And I don't want to say it because I'm an FTR guy through and through, but
Yeah.
just the way they're putting this together, I think that could get a big pop if it happened. If it happened,
You might be right.
Honestly,
You might actually be right.
I just think it would be. Who do you got in that one?
So I don't know. I feel like there's no reason for FTR to lose the belts right now.
No, I don't either. But
It's going. I think this culminates maybe in a Jay Lethal kind of face turn of sorts,
ooh,
right?
okay,
Because maybe he splits away from Jeff Jarrett in the Total Carney show.
okay, I could see that. I
Yeah.
mean, Jeff did come in and with Jay and
Yeah.
do what he was supposed to and build up Jay a little more. Fans are now behind Jay and Double J.
So as
I-
I think the seeds have been planted, obviously, for like dissension between Briscoe and FTR. I think the actual culmination of this match is where there is a Double J split there. So
That would be a nice little turn.
yeah, so I hope that's where this is leading. Maybe I just book it better in my head, which is, I don't know. I need a job out there, but that's not neither hot near or here or there. Then we have we may or may not have an AEW Women's World Championship match. Now the reports incoming today is that Jamie Hayter is injured and she may not be able to compete. So I don't know if we're going to have an interim title match of sorts, but Toni Storm may not have a championship to compete for in this match. So we'll kind of leave that one alone.
Yeah.
And then we'll just move on to the Four Pillars match. And what do you think coming out of the Four Pillars match?
I want to say Sammy, but I don't think they're going to give it to him yet. So I'm sticking with MJF.
So Sammy is that weird look because they've tried to turn him face in this
They did.
this story, and it's not working, but it is intriguing.
It's not working either.
I mean, it looks like he's trying to act face so that he can turn again. If that makes sense.
No, it does. It does.
So I don't know, I don't know. Part of me feels like there's going to be a big turn on Sammy in some capacity towards the end of this match, and he's really going to be a catalyst for how this match ends. And I don't know. I'm really more so hoping that out of this, Darby Allin maybe gets more of an edge. Not necessarily heel turn, but more.
I know what you're saying.
More of like a Moxley turn, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense.
And I have thoughts on Jungle Boy, but they're not good, so I'm just gonna leave him at that. He's just not my favorite person, but I do see MJF retaining out of this. And then we're gonna be on the road to Collision, right? And what better way to spark off the road to Collision than maybe appearance by, the Second City Saint himself, who will probably debut on that Collision show. But why don't we plant seeds of him at the end of this Double or Nothing?
I mean, that kind of seems like where it's going, right?
I don't know. There was a whole lot of CM Punk references from MJF this past week, so I mean, we could speculate on that and what that means, and it could mean nothing because it's wrestling, right? But like, it's kind of interesting, and that may be a way that they go, and may I feel like it's kind of okay to talk about CM Punk now because we know he's coming back. In the past few weeks, like
Yeah.
I've been really tired of talking about him because he's just like, it's just shit or get off the pot, bro. Like
Yeah.
And I was beginning to
But
think,
we know he's coming back now.
yeah. He's coming back now, and I guess we can be happy about that. It is what it is. I think everything that's been speculated up until the moment that he's coming back has pretty much been a work, though. The speculation on who his first opponent was going to be, the speculation on his interaction. I think so much of it is a work, and I'm hoping it is, because if not, they just look so messy, so messy.
Yeah. And that I liked when you and House talked about that. The fact that if this isn't a work, it does not make you guys look good.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, it kind of makes you seem like you have no control over whatever happens between your talent and just the fact that you have nobody in the locker room leading anybody.
Yeah. And I don't know. I worry about that for AEW. They're a young company. They don't really need that shit. These aren't the mistakes that you think that they should be making right now. I really, they don't need to be leveraging their company on one guy. That's not how wrestling works. It takes all, the last time they did that, I started hating a man for it. And, although we brought him up on this show today, and I want to bring him up again. So like, I just don't want to see a second coming of that. See what I did there?
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you on this one. I don't know. I really think that they are setting up for the CM Punk MJF fight and everything, but I want the MJF Sammy for the title. That's what I want.
I do want that too. That is the match that I want. I think I'd like to see Sammy and MJF one-on-one, and give me a couple weeks of promo build.
Yes.
Let Sammy really make himself a face against
Yes.
MJF, because I think he can. He just,
Especially with MJF.
honestly, I think that's harder to do than not sometimes. MJF is so good at being a heel, right? That he makes people like want to hate him, but you love him instead, right? And which makes it hard to actually like the person that he's facing off against. We didn't see that in like a Ricky Starks, right? Ricky Starks was able to kind of hold his own with that, but we've kind of seen that in this Four Pillars where, there's MJF and then there's the rest of the pillars,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good valid point on
But
that.
but I think Sammy, in just a one-on-one scenario against an MJF, could hold his own better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
I don't know. Yeah. All right. So then we have a big massive WWE premium live event, right? Called Night of Champions.
That we do.
Yeah. And we're just gonna go over the major matches right now. So let's go over the World Heavyweight Championship match. We got Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. So who you got? Rapid fire.
Seth.
All right. Then we got in the tag team champion match, we have Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa.
Bloodline.
All right. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar.
Cody.
Cool.
Gotta go Cody.
All right, yeah, maybe. Gunther versus Mustafa Ali.
Come on, Gunther. Come on.
Uh, Bianca Belair versus Asuka.
Oh, ah, Asuka, but Belair gets her turn,
And,
or like her turn.
okay,
You know what I mean?
I got you. I got you. And then in what I think might actually be a sleeper match of the night, Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus.
Becky, because she needs this.
Okay, okay, cool. All right, so same sort of thing. I'm gonna go rapid fire just like you. I got Seth Rollins definitely coming out world heavyweight champion. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn's retaining. I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar over Cody Rhodes. And actually that's kind of by default because I genuinely think this match ends in a no contest.
Okay.
I genuinely feel like it will be thrown out, and then it will set up a third match between Lesnar and Cody, because I think that's the only thing that makes sense right now. We got Gunther smashing Mustafa Ali, Bianca Belair definitely retaining over Asuka, but maybe there is that turn there. And then I think just rock with me.
I will.
I think we see Trish Stratus pulling out a W over Becky Lynch. And
Okay.
I think we have that via a returning Lita. So just to add
okay.
another little wrinkle into that feather.
Mhm.
Now I may be wrong. Maybe Lita comes back to attack Trish Stratus, but I feel like this feud is going on a little bit longer. So I think they're trying to push it till SummerSlam. So I could be wrong, but those are my thoughts, Joe.
No, that legitimate reasons and excellent points to come to that reason.
Yeah.
I could see it, man.
Yeah. So out of everything in Night of Champions, what are you looking forward to the most?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to the Belair Asuka
Yeah,
match the most. I really am. Like I've been saying for weeks, I'm waiting for what they're gonna do with Belair.
absolutely.
There's something they're gonna do, and I'm here for it.
There has to be something. I hope that there's something. Because if not, she's getting kind of boring. And hopefully they're able to tweak her. I would really like to see some cohesion between her and maybe the Street Profits. You know, use that married dynamic between her
Yes.
and Montez, man. Yeah, you might as well use it. There's no reason not to.
Exactly.
I don't know. I could see some good things coming for the future of that. I want to see her in that like Charlotte Flair-esque role. Like really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
what's your big looking forward to?
So biggest match I'm looking forward to is Seth and AJ, I think. Just because I know it'll be the most kick-ass match on the card, and like I expect it to, and it'll deliver, right? I know I said Becky and Trish is probably my sleeper, because I don't know, I have this feeling that like it's going to be a better match than probably everyone thinks.
Oh yeah, I mean, and plus those two superstars in one match, how can it not be a big impactful match? I mean,
Yeah.
Trish isn't, I mean, she's older, but she can still go.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I don't think like Lita was very rusty. And noticeably rusty, but I think in those tag team matches you saw Trish, she was a little bit more on point, so like I expect a little bit more out of this match, because I think she can definitely do it, and do it no problem.
yeah. Out of the AEW, what one are you looking forward to?
I think the Anarchy in the arena match, it's probably going to be the most fun at Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I every time there's an AEW pay-per-view though, I set low expectations, and then they over deliver, which is great, and I'm really looking forward to that part, because I don't really know what to expect out of an AEW pay-per-view anymore. I just hope I get some real cool things, and like I am kind of hoping for maybe a Rob Van Dam um debut in AEW and that Adam Cole Chris Jericho match. So that might, maybe there's some more surprises there.
That could be pretty cool. I
Yeah.
mean, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just thinking of old Sabu and RVD promos, and RVD trying to act cool, and Sabu getting all pissed off, and he's like, "Whoa, okay."
Right. Hey, man. Hey. So, I don't know that'll be interesting. We definitely have a whole ton of wrestling to come this weekend, man. Like,
Yes.
I hope you like wrestling.
There's a hype load of wrestling this
Yes,
weekend.
there's definitely a hype load for it, and although like going through all those matches almost made me tired. I'm still super hyped for wrestling as a whole, right?
Oh yeah.
So, so if you stuck with us and you watch it, you hung out with us, either in the live version of this or in the video on demand version or the podcast version later on. We really appreciate you. Don't forget to give us a like or a follow or a subscribe, or those things that all those people like us we ask for. Not that we're begging for it or anything. We just appreciate it if you do. It definitely helps us go up in the rankings or go up in the algorithms. It helps us get noticed by other people like you. And who doesn't want more people in this household, right? I know I do, right? So
I do.
yes. So the more the merrier. That this household train is really, really big. I promise, and fit us all. And if it can't, we'll make Sam Knight build some stuff to add more. So
Yes, we will.
yeah. So, man, this has actually been a pretty packed episode. But how you feeling, voice? How you feeling?
Dude, I'm feeling hyped. I loved it. I love being here and doing these with you, and getting a little of the fan interaction, and just talk what we love, man. Wrestling.
Yeah. It's a good time. I'm hype. I know you're hype now, but I need you to tell those people where they can follow you, where they can hear you, where where you can be seen and everything.
All right. Well, everybody, you can check me out on Spotify. A Moment with Joshua Joseph. Recently, I had our local establishment, Bobby Munson, co-founder, on. Excellent. If you're out there,
Great listen.
yes, I mean, it was just very informative. If you're out there and you're starting to stream, he's got some info on there. He's a very intelligent guy. Check out their whole channel. There's multiple guys on there. You can find that on Spotify. You can also find that on the In Your House channel. Just go there, look it up. You can find it there. You can find it on YouTube. Those are the spots you can find me in your house. Now, go to Facebook, Joshua Joseph. You can find me there. That's got everything I do, a little mixture of everything. So you can find the promotions I work with and the great companies I work with. Other than that, man, just hit me up.
Okay.
Come here on Friday nights.
I like it. All right. It's a Memorial Day weekend. You got any big plans this weekend?
Softball weekend.
Softball.
The girls got a tournament, and it's all weekend long.
Oh man, I love it, man. Fortunately I don't think we have softball this weekend. There's no tournament for us, so woohoo! But I'm sure I'm sure we got some more games coming up next week. So I know how it is to do the softball thing, be a softball parent and stuff like that. I even got a shirt. Yeah, it's a grind. It's a grind. For sure. But we love it, man. So I hope you enjoy your softball filled Memorial Day weekend. Now, I gotta let the people know where they can find me. My name is Hypocrisy Jones. You can find me, of course, you can find me right here on the In Your House network, whether that's Twitch at Team IYH, whether that's on Facebook at in your house, whether that's on YouTube, the In Your House page, right? You can find me right here. I'm all over this stuff, but you can also find me on the Facebook under the name Hypocrisy Jones. Really easy. It's the name I go by here. It's the name I go by there. Pretty simple. I also go by it there on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. I don't know. There's all the socials. I won't answer you on all the socials. I won't even put stuff on all the socials, but I think I have them. So you can find me at all of those things. But you can also find me on some of my other content, like the Kokomo Press or the Weekly Plug. Just check us out on Facebook or YouTube under the Kokomo Press. And check out the content that we put out there, whether it's me and my homie Jordan Granger, or myself and my homie Scrap Lotto, or Courtney or Brian, or whoever we have as a guest on the various pods. You're sure to enjoy it, and it's sure to be a good time, So just gonna leave you with that. Again, we're sorry about the scheduling change for tonight. No Congo Kong, but I can promise you this interview is coming. He's actually going to be in my hometown tomorrow, so I'm going to link with him. I'm going to do a live interview, and not live, but an in-person interview. And we will put that out probably within the next couple weeks. So check out that, stay tuned for that. It's still going to be a massive monster episode, like I told you guys. And just know, we didn't lie to you. We're still going to deliver. We also have some great upcoming guests, coming up in the future. Some that are very presidential, some that, exude the most alphaness. If you know. But if you don't know, come back and check us out, This has been Friday Night Hype. My name's Hypocrisy Jones. My homie over there is the voice, Joshua Joseph. And we out.
Hypocrisy Jones. It's so good to be home. Yeah.
It's right.
Yeah.
It's right.
Yeah.
Friday night high.
Yeah, it's right.
Friday night high.
It's right. Yeah.
Friday night high.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah.
Friday night high.
It's right.
Hypocrisy Jones.
Yeah, it's right.
It's a Friday night high.
It's right. Yeah.
Friday night high.
Yeah, it's right.
It's a Friday night high.
Hypocrisy Jones.